No one's here yet. There's no chance. But while no one's here yet, that's where I get to test out the exciting stuff like, does the audio work? So, this is the behind the scenes bullshit that you get on this show, whether you're watching live or in the past. So, let's see. So, I'm doing all this totally low tech and by myself because I don't know any better. So what I'm doing here now is I'm going to my stream that appears to be live. And this time I know how to pull up the chat. Although it's telling me ad blockers aren't allowed on YouTube, guess what? I'm going to disregard that. So let's see what we have going on here. This is where I say testing 1, 2, 3 and see if I can. Okay, cool. So it looks like this bullshit's working. So I don't have a clue what I want to talk about again. This is another test stream. I'm just fucking around bullshit. It would be interesting to find out if like 10 years in the future if I'm still doing this and this is a gigantic success. And I'm like, and I look back on the old days where I'm like sitting on a cheap futon. This stupid thing is here for decorations only. I've literally sat on this goddamn thing like maybe 5 times in 5 years, and I take it with me wherever I go. Because you know, like how, like, you do your clothes, right? You wash your clothes and dry them and stuff, and then you don't want to like hang them up. So you have the chair. Everybody has the chair. It's usually a goddamn computer chair. Well, this is that fucking chair. This has been my futon where I just throw the folded clothes that I don't feel like hanging up yet. So yeah, I know you wanted that bit of information. It's really exciting, and I know you're glad right now that you tuned into whatever this is. So like I guess there was like news this week in that stupid Dabbleverse or whatever. It was like, okay, so like what I saw, which isn't much, which is like what I think is interesting is like when you get the news from someone that doesn't pay a lot of attention and has the attention span of a gnat. So like, okay, so like I saw Carmen got drunk and he went on Pat Dixon's show and he screamed at Shmuel Buckman and told him to shut up over and over. And there's like this 5-minute clip of him just going, "Shut up, Shmuel! Shut up!" And I'm like, oh my, again, I know this is like almost old hat by now, but it's like all my interactions with Shmuel, he's a nice guy. Why is anyone yelling at him? He just seems nice. But he was like, shut the fuck up, bro, fuck you. Anyway, I thought Shmuel was another one that I thought was like kind of like randomly just he was in the Dabbleverse and everything. Oh, hey, Miss Tay. See, I can see the chat now. I can see it now. Sort of. I'm so excited. You're the first chatter I've interacted with on my own show because last week I didn't know how to look. Isn't that embarrassing? So, you know, you're the first chatter, so you win the prize of Karmic does not respect his elders. Yeah. I want to know, okay, like maybe you can help and like cuz I need all the fucking help I can get, Miss Day. I see Karmic does not respect his elders, but like okay, do you know by any chance like why Karmic doesn't get along with Shmuel? Like do you have any insight on that or are you coming in like blind like I am? And believe me, I don't expect you to type at 1,000,000 miles an hour with an answer. But I'm like, as you probably saw, those of you that had seen the other streams that I've been doing, the past couple of weeks. I've been out of this Dabbleverse completely because I got problems, and so I'm looking for all the information I can get. And oh yeah, and Miss Tay, if you ever want an unpaid job, you can totally be my moderator in this chat. It will. I also will need to be showed how to give someone moderator privileges, and then I don't give a shit what you do. Ban people left and right. Ah, yeah, blind, have no idea. Sorry, and I get it. We all can't watch every one of these shows. Do you find it interesting, like how there's some people that, like some of the chatters, they're like in like all the chats, like every show. I'm like, I don't know how they get, all that free time and everything, but it's interesting though. I'm like, man, some of these people, they need to get a medal for being in every show. Like that beloved chatter dude, he's in like every chat room ever. Like if there is a chatter of the year, he probably should win it just for being in every chat that there ever was ever in the history of the planet. But yeah, so there was that. Carmen killed it, Schmuel. And I did see a little bit of MLC just now, and it was like, so did what happened was this was like Carmen was drinking and kind of yelling at Pat, and then like, and maybe one of them made the joke like, well, if you pay me $100, you can come on the show. And then he did. Oh God. Oh, I do. I like reading his chats too. He got so lucky. It's like, I know he's like telling somebody's lore. Why would I go up against MLC Stealth Chaos? I'm going to tell you why, because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and I've been very, very, very vocal that I'm just trying this shit out. I don't know anything of what I'm doing. Like I try to make it clear to everybody that's told me that, like, hey, you need to like do your own stream or whatever. It's like, okay, but I don't magically know, and I'm not going to like learn. So I'm learning on the job, brother. Besides, I need to just work out like some kinks by myself. What I think would be best for someone like me is like if I have like guests and stuff, because like I've admitted, I don't think I'm all that interesting on my own, but I think if I can bounce off of people, and just to add more, it's like if I was going to like do a show and I don't know what the hell I'm doing, I probably want to do it while not the whole world is watching. But I appreciate you tuning in, even though you kind of got irritated with me a couple of weeks ago by doing 84 shows in one day. But just to like kind of explain myself, yeah, but I don't have that kind of personality though. Like some people have like explosive personalities. Like I could see you like, going at people, right? I can see Carmen going at people like when he has a few drinks. And obviously like Kevin Brennan, like he'll go after anybody. He'd go after his own mom. I just don't have that in me anymore because of, well, issues, I guess. But oh, well, and I'm losing my train of thought again. Does anybody out there, you all to like have any ideas of people that might be kind of fun for me to interact with while I'm like in this like working out the kinks era of this very, very experimental low tech stream with no effects at all? This is this wall. This is not special effects in the slightest. If so, send them my way or something. Ray Davies. I don't know that one. But, hey, anyone that wants to come on or something at some point, I would be interested in. I guess other stuff that I kind of sort of saw this week was like the Ashley Cummings drama. And that woman kind of came out of nowhere, right? Ray Davies started the. Oh, okay, that's right. You like a lot of the same music I do, but I mean, that isn't in my like exact wheelhouse. Like if you like the easiest way for me to explain the stuff that I listen to that isn't just retarded death metal. Oh, I'm not paying shit. But yeah, well, in 10 years when I'm the Joe Rogan of clown podcasts, yeah, then we'll talk. Yeah, but that I got a kick out of that because well, that guy was drunk out of his mind, and that's like one of those examples of people. It's like I believe that you should, sometimes you need some social lubricant to, get things going. Sometimes that also doesn't work with me. I'm my own special animal where if I drink, I'm not going to be interesting. It's going to be the worst thing you've ever seen in the history of the world, unless you want to see me like hitting on chicks unsuccessfully, I might add. Um, That's true. Yeah, I've heard that too about the Kinks. It's like when I think of the Kinks, and I know I'm putting this in an ultra like dumbed down manner, I think of like kind of like the Return of the Living Dead soundtrack. It's like to me, their sound lended a lot to those bands that were on that soundtrack, like the Cramps and whatnot. But that might be, yeah, give it to the Stooges. Yeah, but like that's like I like to listen to that stuff as like a change of pace because like you can't listen to the same bands every single day or it's just ridiculous. But like yeah, I do. But oh yeah, and that song that's on the Return of the Living Dead soundtrack. Oh man, that one's epic. I mean, I don't know if you would consider that their best song or most popular or anything like that, but I thought that was a very, very good choice for the soundtrack, and it fit like a glove. Um, but yeah, I'll probably run out of steam fast today, guys. Today was kind of brutal for me this morning. I know a lot of people don't talk about their personal junk on the air too much. That was one thing I was like wanting to talk about with other people. And while I got you two here, let me ask you two this, your opinion, because I'm a chatter just like y'all. Do you find it irritating that most of the main event chatters, it seems like they just spawn into existence onto their shows and that they absolutely do not ever talk about their personal life? I'm not talking about like doxing themselves or anything like that, but just talking about something that isn't, I've materialized on the stream. Let me talk about the 84 other shows that's going on and absolutely nothing else. Nothing else is going on in the world whatsoever. Oh, okay. I'll check out that too. I can tell you hate them all. I want to think now. What I think about Stealth Chaos is this: it's like I imagine Stealth Chaos is this, like your name, Stealth. You're in the background, chaos, shit disturber. I imagine you're like this evil producer, right? Like you don't want anyone to know you're an evil producer. And you're like, I know how to make these idiots in the Dabbleverse interesting. So I'm gonna poke the bears and go around the horn a little bit. So I kind of appreciate the game when I see that going on. Yeah, it's true. That's true, brother. But yeah. And again, it's like, thank you all for tuning in. I know I'm not much to talk to. I had a plan for some stuff that I wanted to go over today, but I've had like my other like computer issues and whatnot, so all that kind of went out the window. So as I start doing this more and more, I want to do something different. It's like there's this wise man that told me this. Like, okay, so if I'm going to get involved in this shit and put myself out there, there's no way I can be better than everybody else, right? There's no way I can just start a show and I'm automatically like, big budget, Joe Rogan, whatever. It's not going to happen. So what can you do? You can be different. You could make a list and go, what does all the other shows do? And what can I do that is different from these shows? And it's kind of what I want to do, but I don't have a whole outline yet. It's like I've got bullet point one. Try to be different from the other shows without exactly copying them, but there is going to be like connected tissue. I know at some point as I get more technically adept to all this that I'm going to, I'm going to eventually do the bullshit where I eventually play like a video and I hit pause and I comment on it, yada, yada, yada. But just be different, but not different to the point where I get thrown off the air or anything like that. Oh, shit, I did? I got a massive Clown Town Carfax moment. Congratulations. Did I get shouted out? I don't know why anyone Thank you for tuning into this test stream 2 Electric Boogaloo and this futon. Woo! Okay. Yes. I can't detect sarcasm right now. I'm gonna get the big bumps from all the Devilverse celebrities. But yeah, like now eventually it's like, I'd like to have you on and talk to you if you're interested. If you're like, fuck that, I don't want to do that at all. Plus, I need someone to show me how to send a link and get your dumbasses on the screen so I have someone to interact with. We don't have a lot of irony down here, Stealth. We're short and to the point. It's like I notice how like when you make arguments, you filibuster. You start talking and you go for about 10 minutes. And people down here, we got one sentence arguments. We just want to go on with our day. Yeah, I'm using StreamYard's Streamlabs, sorry. It seemed like the first one that was easy for me to figure out. So if that helps. Because I see there's like 10 million options to do stuff, but I don't know how to do any of it yet. I was like following along to some videos while I was doing like super secret incognito shows, but I had this isn't filibustering. It's called having. Well, no, I know, but you have something to say. We just don't go that lengthy a lot of times. Where I'm from, we usually just cram it together like that. And Mrs. Tay, if you're still out there, if you hadn't got bored by just hearing me talk to myself, it's like if you ever wanted to come on too. Like one of the things I wanted to do that was, I think, different, but y'all can correct me if I'm wrong on this, is I'm more interested in knowing about the chatters, just to have like a conversation with people and, just to find out more about these, these chatter hacks as people. Like, what are the other interests? I know they don't just spawn and come into this reality just to like watch these 11 shows that all watch one another. I want to know what you do for a living without doxing yourself. I want to know where you live without doxing yourself. Anything like that, just to see if we can't keep each other not relevant, but I just want to cut more people into the loop if possible. Oh, okay, I get what you mean. Man, this is awful. I'm really gonna have to get someone to like bump off of at some point because I know that was like episode 1, test stream 1. I didn't know how to look at the stupid chat. So, and I'm sure the chat was 100% positive, right? It was like, this is the greatest thing we've ever seen. What a debut. It couldn't go any better than this. Learn how to put chats up on the string. They like to have the ego stroke. Okay, that's what I'm gonna have to do then, and I might even have to like uh figure out how to like. I might have to just like ditch Streamlabs altogether if like no one else knows how to, because like I said, I'm just need help with this stupid bullshit. but but yeah, that Ashley woman versus that MKE guy, that was some bullshit to watch. I mean, that poor dude, he was out of his mind liquored up. And that's kind of like one of those hey, it's maybe an advertisement that you might want to keep that drinking in check, because, I might be on the internet forever in this clown makeup, but I'm not on the internet forever, like, glug glug out of my mind. Not that, anyone should take any advice from me, but, and then she didn't look all that great as well, just kind of screaming at him to, shut up, shut up, shut up. So I'm not the best reviewer of that interaction. I just know it was like kind of hard to watch, but super funny at the same time. Uh, and what else is going on in the world? Stealth, what's going on in your part of the world? Anything? Now, well, I'm gonna vamp a little bit because I did have something I was interested in. It doesn't have anything to do with Dabbleverse shit, because that's not, my wheelhouse isn't even that, because I check in and out so much. But like, if anyone was like a fan of like the original like Dawn of the Dead from '78, I understand it's like the Monroeville Mall has just gotten, purchased by another entity. I think the rumor and innuendo is like it was purchased by like Walmart. Like selfishly, I kind of wish that would just get designated as like a historical landmark, no touch, and all that. But I mean, it's changed so much over the years that, yeah, the Romero one, it's changed so much over the years. There's not a whole lot of that original architecture still remaining, but uh that's something that's going to be like kind of like sad in a way when it goes away, because I think the rumor is it's going to be turned into just like a giant Walmart of some sort. I got to visit. It was very interesting to be able to go to some of the filming locations that were exactly like it was way back in the day, and but if they tear that down and like rebuild it into something else, I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to say it's sad. But one thing I did want to do was this. It's like, I know that's generally considered like a universally loved movie. And as a kid, like, yeah, I loved it. It was frightening and all that. But as an adult, man, it is rough to watch. The special effects are awful. I mean, it's bad, because you got to compare it to Alien, the first Alien, that had like not too much more of a budget, but Alien is like perfect looking in every way. There's not one part of that movie where it doesn't look bad. I know it had more of a budget. One thing I wanted to do one of these days, if I had someone on here with me, is I wanted to go through enough, not the whole movie, of course, because I know a lot about the transformative content law, if you want to just call it a law. I wanted to go through like the bits and pieces of like Dawn of the Dead that I always just made me just like grind my teeth. Some of the overacting parts, and some of the why did they even have this dialogue in the movie parts, and well, yeah, that's basically it. So there was like about 10 scenes I wanted to like break down with someone. If my buddy Newt ever wanted to come on, because he's a filmmaker, but I know he's a fan. He's also a big fan of it, and he's been to the Monroeville Mall plenty of times. I wanted to go through like just the bad parts of it, almost like a retroactive film review, where you're like dissecting a movie through modern eyes, and you're not giving it a pass at all. You're just like you don't allow yourself to take into account like, hey, this was filmed in the 1970s. They didn't have all that much to work with. It's like, nah, just forget that. Just make fun of it. Just make fun of like that makeup job was dog shit there. What were they going for? Kind of related to like horror punk. I don't know if Stealth's still here or whatever. Have I been the Metal Binge chat? No. God damn, you're right about Ridley Scott knowing how to make cool. Mm-hmm. But no, I've never been in the Metal Binge chat. Is that what is that? What universe is that? Is that like a music chat or is it like something else? And this is where I go silent because I ran out of shit to talk about. Metal Binge shows all about heavy metal. Oh God, yeah, that would be something to do. Obviously, I'm just trying to get out there a little bit just for my own mental health because I'm locked inside most every day. But I guess just from I know a lot about the history and lore of a lot of metal bands going, back in the day. Obviously, my time, like, kind of, it's trapped in the, Cannibal Corpse, Slayer, stuff like that. I mean, there's other bands. It's like I didn't much care for anything past the '90s. I didn't mind Static X. I know they're considered like new metal, but I thought as far as like the new metal went, I enjoyed like more of their stuff than I did like all the others. But after that, there's nothing. There has been nothing that I heard that sounds like anything of any interest, except for one. There is this newer band. I believe they are also from Texas, and the one video I saw was called Blast Furnace, and the band's name is Fugitive. And when I saw it, they pulled off the kind of video camera effect look so good for their music video. It looked so much like a 1992. It looked almost like a Ministry video from like the New World Order Ministry video. Then I thought, it's like, man, is this some sort of band that never made it big back in the 90s? And now someone just discovered their video and music. So I was fooled. It was so good. I was fooled for like a good hour until I looked them up all the way. It's like, oh, I get what they did. Yeah. So if you hadn't heard of them, you might want to check it out. It's not going to kill you. You're either going to like the song and or you're going to be like, ugh, that was terrible. Why did you recommend that? Ever heard? No, I have not. Okay. Cardiacs. No, I have not heard of Cardiacs. Can you describe that type of music? Like death metal, punk, I'm 18. Nope. Mm-mm. Some of the bands that I've seen in person, though, I don't know if that's of any interest. Like I've seen Manson a couple of times in person, Nine Inch Nails a couple of times in person. You will not like her. They are interesting as fuck. Okay, well, I still can look them up. They might be interesting, at least interesting to look at. Have you ever heard of Murder Dolls or Wednesday 13? Because I did get to meet them and hang out with them after a show. They are like kind of like horror punk metal inspired, but I think they're all but retired by now. Uh, oh, Yeah, thrash is also like in my wheelhouse, big time. Some bands better than others. I mean, it kind of drops off a cliff for me pretty fast. It's like you got the main bands, then you got the ones that did not quite make it. Oh God, it does sound exactly like that. No, but if if you ever wanted to hear a bunch of music that was like songs dedicated to like horror movies and like cheesy science fiction movies from the 1950s, that might be something to look into, because I mean it just kind of, it's going to, bottom line, it's going to depend if you're into the type of music or not. Because like, I mean, if it was like rap music, I'm not gonna listen to like some rap music about like, science fiction movies or horror movies. I'm just going to skip it. But if you dig the type of music that they do, I would just look up a random Murder Dolls video on YouTube, or any of Wednesday 13. See, Wednesday 13, he was like the lead singer for him before he like, I mean, he already did his own thing, and Murder Dolls was kind of sort of a super group. It had a couple of members from well, I had the Wednesday 13 guy, and then it had like one of the dudes from Slipknot in it, and some other people. So it was kind of like a short-lived like super group, yeah, super group. I might be stretching the truth by saying it like that. But I loved their shit. It made 2002 not suck. So, well, I guess the reason was this is like I had a lot of, if you wanted like super villain origin story, I thought the alliteration of saying Dr. Harley Quinn sounded better than Joker fan 357 or something like that. And I thought the original plan that I never tried to pull off, but like, when you're in those modes where it's like, I can dream. Um, I wanted to do like an obsessed fan gimmick. And I was gonna go down the road that way. Like I was like some dude that was so in love with like Harley Quinn. I call myself that, but I look like the Joker. You can see where I'm going with it, but I was like, yeah, I'm not going. That's too much. That is something a character actor that has skills exceeding mine would need to do. But it was a thought, and I like to do cosplay because, like, okay, so here's, I guess, more of my background. It's like I do professional cosplay, but like the cosplay world is totally separate from this like Dabbleverse bullshit. Like they don't like my politics, and and I, in real life, I can't keep my mouth shut. Something happens when the lights go on here, and like I kind of clam up. But like, so in the real world, nobody knows me under this name. It's like I do professional stuff, but I work with professionals, so it's not all me doing it. Um, and like, but do. I've never acted, but I've been a background, like, like we'll just call it like a background zombie and shit like that here and there for like local stuff around here. So that's where like the cosplay stuff kind of comes in. Plus, I don't, I don't think. I don't want to do try hard and do like good makeup because A, it's expensive. This shit gets expensive. And B, I think my wheelhouse is more, creepy, uh, creepy kind of shitty on purpose looking makeup. Like my favorites is like 2008 Joker, but also the Joker from the end of the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League, when they do the nightmare scene. So I've always thought it's like, it would be good if I could just kind of do an amalgamation of both of those looks. And I can do it, but it takes hours, and I'm just not that invested to do that every time I'm like going on a train. And I know some people are like, why do you even do makeup anyway? And I'm like, well, it's a mental thing. I'm either not going to go on screen at all, or I'm going to go on makeup. So you're going to have to pick one or the other. Yeah. I live in Japan because all these dirty words, especially in the bed. Yeah. It'll make a mess of the pillow. Yeah, what they leave out of the movies is like when a guy loves a girl and they're in the same cosplay troupe and they go back to one of the other's homes and they don't clean up before they go at it. Yeah, someone's got to wash their sheets or just burn them because they're just a lost cause after that. But yeah, so more of that. It's like I thought. I'm kind of a comic nerd too, so like anything that I can get in that has like multiverses and universes that like creates like a theater of the mind for me, and it keeps me entertained while I'm like trapped between these like four walls and can never leave. So like so getting to experiment with that, and I know this is probably like a road that's not going to be like super interesting for anyone to listen to me go down, because I know there's I'm, I'm competing with MLC and all the other main eventers today, so I'm not expecting like too many people to tune in live or Memorex, but it is just giving me something to work with, I guess, while I figure this shit out a little bit more. Well, I was thinking about doing some behind the scenes, like nothing's behind the scenes with me. Is like right now I'm working off of my MacBook Pro, and just using the webcam that comes with it. But I have like a professional Lenovo 16 gig of RAM, all tricked out and whatnot, but doesn't have a webcam built in. It's a desktop. It's pretty powerful. So what I'm thinking about doing, if I keep doing this, is like I'm gonna ditch doing this, because I'll play back the video on the last one, and I saw a lot of times. I think the technical term is called juddering. Like, you see how my hand is like going across the screen like this. And if it worked right, then it was smooth, and you saw me wave smoothly. But what I saw a few times when I played back last time, it was doing this thing where it would get stuck and jump ahead. And frankly, I just don't think this MacBook Pro is powerful enough. It could also be like the fault of like the software, the Streamlabs, but I think I need something a little bit better if I'm going to keep doing this and keep going on other people's shows and all that other stuff. So that is something I am kicking around in my mind, but I'm trying to be, realistic too. It's like, if this is like a total fucking bomb, like a complete, just stop, just go back to lurking in a chat. I don't want to throw a bunch of money down the toilet. Just being real. So then I'm going to look at this. I'm going to look at the webcam I bought with disgust. You only do Mac Pro. You're hard as fuck. Yeah, now I didn't see everything, like, and thank you so much for interacting this much, Chaos. I know you don't like people being nice to you, and I'll edit this part out of the stream so nobody knows. I think your kink is people yelling at you. Hey, it's local celebrity Dave Sahara from the Sahara Desert. Jesus Christ, you must have been bored out of your mind to check me out. I just found out about you, and now Dave, this is Test Stream 2 Electric Boogaloo, and I am a very low level member of the Dabbleverse. I'm interacting with Stealth here and anyone else that decides to come on. So I'm interested in talking to you at some point if you're down for it. Because I kind of wanted to know more about you've got a fucking wild, like, real life that I'd be interested in hearing about. You're one of those weirdos that I think I could bounce off of and have a good time with. It's like me on my own, I fucking suck. This is hell on earth. But if I can work with somebody and talk to somebody, then it's not so bad. But like, what's going on with Karmic today? Did he get yelled at by Kevin Brennan real bad or something? And while I'm waiting on an answer, we've got Stealth, we've got Dave, Sarah, and I'm sure Miss Tay took a nap. But we've got the coolest chat in the world right now. And we just need to keep it to this three people. Well, it reminds me of, okay, there's this band that I knew growing up, and I would shout them out because I knew them personally, but they changed their names like 15 times. And if I can think of it, Stealth, I'll send it to you because I think it'll be something. If you end up if you check out Murder Dolls or Wednesday 13 and you end up going, no, I think I like this, I would like more of it. I know some friends that I might have to send you an idea. But yeah, that Dave Sarah guy, I want to talk to you someday about your wild life. Because, like I said, when I hear other people's stories, it makes it easier for me to remember mine. And like right now, just to be transparent, it's like you sit down and you're like, man, I've got like 10,000 fucking stories. I'm going to stick out in this Dabbleverse better than anybody ever. And then you sit down and the lights go on. You're like, I don't know what the fuck to talk about. And you can plan and you can plan and you can plan and you can take notes and you're like, I've got 20 things to talk about. And then you realize you say those 20 things in like what I was talking about earlier, Stealth, like Stealth has a vast vocabulary, right? I don't. So I can burn through 20 good stories in 10 minutes if I'm not careful. And then it's like, oh shit, now I want to be Perry Caravello if I'm telling the same eating pussy behind a dumpster story every 3 days. He's going, friends are being sorry, friends. Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I've a few other people brought that up to me too. It's like, the Dabbleverse, the internet in general, it isn't the being nice first. It's not that let's be friends with one another first. It's not like that. Kevin Brennan said something like that to that Ashley girl. It's like, you just want everybody to be friends with one another, that they'll just come on your stream and say nice things to you. It's like, yeah, I know. It doesn't work that way, but you can dream, right? It won't. Because it's like, I mean, what fun is it? It's the entertainment business. It's not the making friends business. And that's not even a business to me right now. It's just that, what the fuck am I doing? I'm sitting on a futon like a lunatic. But now here's some things, and I don't want to waste this in the chat, right? So don't answer in the chat. But like, if you ever want to come on, like, first, I got to figure out how to send you a goddamn link. But if you ever want to come on, things I want to know about you, so you have this like kind of ready to go, is like, A, where'd you grow up? When did you move to Japan? what type of work have you been doing? Obviously, none of this. Don't dox yourself, shit, and just some more of this, like, you know, weird shit about your life. Because just looking at your pictures and stuff that you've posted, they all seem very interesting to me, and they all have a story that needs to be told, and I want to hear those stories. And it's all just for me. And what I think would happen from that is, like, I think I'm a good judge of what stories are interesting and what could be interesting. And I think if you were to tell those stories, it would, it would grow your brand as well. I know that sounded douchey and shitty. Yeah, Pat said he would send me the link sometime soon. I'm assuming he said that and wasn't just being nice, because we've texted. I still have his number. He has mine, so it's not like I've always said, it's like me and him have never fuck you motherfuckered one another. But I went away 7-8 months ago, and I wasn't talking to anybody. So, but he's got my info. I have his. We were texting each other when that you might have been watching at that point, but when Clown Town got kind of well, when Clown Town it wasn't the Friends show, and I believe the Teamster Tim was yelling at the Liam guy, and we were we were texting and just kind of joking about how, like, I was like, man, we could just put up screenshots of ourselves right now and leave, and no one would know. It's just thanks, man. Yeah, but I mean, it's like, that's the thing. It's like, I'm not a conflict guy. I don't. If it was fucking 10 years ago, man, I was so angry all the time. I was screaming all the time, and that part of me is kind of dead. Now I just laugh at everything. Everything's retarded to me. Yeah. So there's that. Teamster Tim there. Oh, he's not. He's fucking real as fuck too. And he's done good for himself, because I've seen a few different shows. Like, he no joke is it. He did his career the right way. It sounds to me like he could be retired right now. He's just like squirreling away some extra money for the future. And he's just generally kind of a likable guy if you think about it too. I mean, even though every time I've seen him, he's like kind of yelling at somebody, but it's like in a likable way. So there's that. What else was I gonna fucking bring up? There was something. Yeah, this is what not having much of a plan gets you. It gets you a learning experience. It goes, hey, the plan that you had before you did a stream today, that plan sucked. There wasn't much to that plan at all, even though you think you planned out some shit. You didn't. So, like I said, hopefully some word gets out, and some people just want to, hop on and, talk and bullshit or whatever. And maybe we can make some entertainment for people. Because like I said, it's like I'm stuck at home all the time, right? So I'm like one of the core people that needs shit to watch and new stuff to watch, because it's almost like, how, like, even though once you get into it a little bit, like if you watch TSN or whatever, if you can stick with it for a few minutes, it starts to be funny again. But afterwards, you have that instant regret. It's like, God damn it, I watched another show where all they did was watch another show and pause, talk about what's on the screen, pause, talk about what's on the screen. It's like, I don't even have anything. Like, if I would have to like knock something down to have something to talk about me today, unless somebody just wants, unless someone just wants to stare at my fucking face. I do dig the conflict. I just like to see. I just like to watch it. I like to watch it from binoculars, and I like to just make fun of it. It's like seeing, like, okay, let me ask you all this. Whoever's still in here, it's like the other day, I guess it's now like a week now, when Chad came on MLC and was like going at Carmen, like he was trying to start a feud. Like, that was cringe in a bad way. I was just sitting there like laughing at it. It's like, you picked the wrong day to do that. He's sober as a judge. He's not biting. He needed to have a few drinks in him. If that was the day that he was gonna, like, okay, because that, to me, it sounded like, that sounded to me like, I guess I'll just say try hard, like try hard to feud with somebody, but you picked the wrong day. That if you were going to do that, you needed to pick a day where he was like feisty and yelling and shit, not like a subdued day, you know? Like, I don't know, but now it doesn't look like that historic feud is on the tables right now. We might have to wait. Well, everybody in this universe feuds with somebody else at some point. If you have a show, you're feuding with somebody. I don't care who it is. Like, well, I know Dave Sarah already checked out, but is he feuding with anybody right now? Does he have a mortal enemy? Check out Metal Men's Chronicles and come back here for you. Okay. I'm gonna copy and paste this for later, young man. Metal Men's Chronicles. Okay. He feuded with them? Okay. Yeah. I know being Switzerland isn't fun for everybody, but I just wish more of you all would get along with more of you all. Spread the feuding out a little bit differently. But I do like to hear it. Oh, God. Jesus. Anywho, well, Stealth, you know what? Like, let me try to figure out some stuff here. Are you down with, like, coming on one of these days? Like, you know, not anytime soon, obviously. So I'm still just trying to, like, get used to talking and shit. If you're down, you know, help me figure out how to send you the link one day. if you want to come on. If you don't, no offense taken. Or wait, I'll edit this out. Or major offense taken. And fuck you, cocksucker. I'll take that other part out. Fuck you. But come on my show. Fuck you, though. It's not hearing that. Oh, yeah, he's fun though. Yeah. Now he's someone to talk to too. You know, I wish you could, if you jumped into my head, you'd be like, oh, I understand what kind of a crazy he is now. It's like, okay. Like right now, I'm just sitting here talking to myself. As long as you were a small, neglected channel. Listen, man, I promise to be punk rock, small, neglected. I will never sign to a major label. I just won't do it. You know, I don't want any more than 10 fans in here ever. You know, if I want to make sure that the fire department is outside and they will prevent anyone from coming in here. That was okay. So let me ask you your take on this, because this is I'm just going to say my take. I'm not going to try to like be Mr. Agree with everything. It's like what I saw on MLC. They seem to be debating like Zumot going to Streamlabs, but Zumot lost his AdSense because of shenanigans. Okay, like we talked about earlier, this is the entertainment business. This is the making friends business. If he's going to do a show and have no money coming in, except for like he said something about whatever the fuck locals is, I don't fucking know. I don't want to know. I'm not going to look into it. Um, but like, but they're kind of Kevin and that Stevie Lou guy's kind of giving him down the road about like getting that Streamlabs set up. I'm like, okay, are you going to pay his electric bill? Are you going to pay his rent? He needs to have money coming in. How is he going to have money coming in if he didn't he lose his Patreon too? So I mean, again, I think it's like part of like that kind of like fake worked kind of conflict thing that irritates me personally. But like if those were realistic arguments, it was almost like, no, you shouldn't want to make any money at all. You should just go fucking live every day and do and just rely on your 84 cents you get from goddamn locals once a year. So I don't know why they were giving him shit about it, other than the fact that they don't like the Melton God. I know there was some controversy with that Stripe thing months back, but who the fuck cares? But yeah, no, I will. I don't know. I don't know if Scott follows me on the Twitter machine or not, but I'll try to look him up. I mean, do you know if he does? Uh, if you could send me his, at, and I'll make sure. If I'm not following him already, I'll throw him a follow. Yeah. Okay. I'll take stealth. Take two. Take two. I don't know if I have Scott's information on Twitter. If you have it, if he has a Twitter, could you send it to me? And I'll try to give him a follow and see if he wants to come on. God, you're fucking mean. But yeah. So let's just plan that I'm not doing this much more than weekly right now. I think Thursday is going to be about it for now. Because like I said, I'm running out of steam. And I would have ran out of steam a lot goddamn faster if it wasn't thanks to the in the background troublemaker interacting with me on the chat. He does not have a Twitter. God damn it. Okay. Okay, go to the metal bin chat. Okay, I'll get that saved. You only on the show within days. Okay. All right. Let me get that saved into my notepad. And I'll see if they have any interest, and we can be off to the races. I'll just need to, see what they generally talk about, so I have something to go off of, so I don't just appear. See, that was a bad thing, like in the cosplay verse, that there would be no interest in me talking about this shit to anyone, Dabbleverse. But like in the cosplay verse, people had me on their shows a lot of, and there's absolutely nothing for me to talk about with them other than the cosmetic, and then nothing else at all, because we weren't on the same page as anything else. So hopefully, if these people that you are, no, I don't, I am subscribed to one Discord channel that has nothing to do with any of this stuff at all. So no, I'm not in any of that stuff. I don't have a fucking clue what my username even is. So if this group that you're talking about has like a Discord or whatever, then I'll need to lurk on their Discord and see, what all's going on and whatnot. But yeah, fuck. I'm sick of talking. So, Stealth, if you want to come on one of these days, I'd love to have you. if you know of anybody else that might want to come on just to have a bullshit conversation, just to practice talking, human to human interaction, see what comes of this, uh, send them my way. I'm still just working out some kinks. Some of the things I guess I need to learn how to do is I need to learn how to, like, you know, all the stuff everybody takes for granted, like putting like something up on the screen that you want to talk about, playing a video, if whatever, having an actual honest to God countdown timer with some cheesy bullshit production music so I don't get, booted off of YouTube for playing the Kinks or something. They've all said that they would, probably come on at some time, but I didn't like pester any of them this week. So, I know you're not getting along with them right now, but I'm getting along with all of them. I think he kind of indicated he wouldn't mind coming on here too, but we might want to get a little bit more of an audience first. But I know it's like chicken before the egg, right? It's like, like let's say I'm probably using this example too much, but Joe Rogan. Let's say I was friends with Joe Rogan and I could get him on the stream tomorrow. Me being completely unknown, there might be 1,000 people that watch. And from that 1,000 people, it turns into this old sales thing that I used to be taught and had taught. It's like you get 1,000 people, and out of those 1,000 people, you might get 100 subscribers, and out of those 100 subscribers, you might get 10 people that actually interact. So I don't know. I guess what I'm just trying to say is, like, I think I need to just sit here and talk to myself more and then see if there's gradually any interest in people wanting to see the clown talk about his bullshit, and and then start having people. I don't know. If I knew, I would also know the lottery numbers, and I would just play them and be out. Just invite those hacks on. You're good to go. It's A. Thompson. Did you just get here? I was getting ready to end. What are you up to, you bastard? I have no topics. I thought I did, but I didn't. And should I be like the newest guy that like gives everybody a wrench? Then you all could take turns banning one another. I don't know how to even give anyone a wrench yet. That's how much behind the scenes. Let me I should just rename this stream as of right now. As of right now, I know how to do nothing but click go live. Sit on this futon and hold a shitty microphone that used to be more elaborate, but I started breaking it. Yeah. So topics. Topics. Maybe this is an idea too. I was like, okay, where I just don't have it in me like randomly feud with people. But what if this was like a feud show, like where I would have someone come on and like maybe you have a beef with someone and you want to like talk shit. And it's like, man, I don't know. That sounds bad now that I'm talking about. I guess I was going to say something like, show A, the giant hat from YouTube has a beef with AA17. So we're going to hear from this dickhead today. And the next week, we're going to hear that dickhead. And then maybe they go at it on my show. That's just something I just randomly thought of that this second, and I'm sure it's been done 10 million times already by people more professional than me. I am Team Chatters beating these hack comedians. Thank you. I am a chatter till the day I die. Yeah, I won't pressure anybody. I know some of you all aren't comfortable coming on camera or whatever, but if you all do, feel free. You don't even have to come on camera if you don't want to. Like if you did want to just be like you know, like how how a couple of the dudes on the Clown Town, they don't come on camera at all. They just have like a picture up or whatever. Like if you did want to come on and just like bullshit, but I also get like, maybe you're like me and you're like, you feel like super creative when you got a keyboard in front of you, because the shit, like, I can't explain it. It's like, I know how to paint. I can paint like a door, and it's expertly done. And I could kind of teach you how to do it, but not so much with my words. You would just have to watch me do it. That's kind of how it was with like my super chats and shit. It's like there's, for some reason, I don't seem to have like a moderator or anything. Like shit can flow out in typed form for me, like really easy. But a lot of times I get just stuck when I'm just trying to talk. It's almost like, okay, you're on a first date with the hottest girl you've ever seen in your life, and that chick is so goddamn hot, you just clam up because you're like, I don't want to say anything to embarrass myself and blow this, but you're blowing this because you can't say anything. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah. But sound off in the chat. What do you think? Be sure to send me lots of money on Venmo so I can buy more fucking paint. Someone needs to teach me how to e-beg properly, because I mean we see how that steel toe guy does it, and it is, oh my god, he's it's the worst thing I've ever seen. It's like, I need someone to teach me how to casually cool e-beg so I can be a millionaire and never have to have a job again. Please just make me a millionaire so I don't have to have a job again, and I can just wear my paint all day. Please, that's all I want to do is just sit around and paint. A minute, lights can type. But yeah, I don't know. Did this stream live up to your expectations? I don't know. I guess I get a kick out of everything at this stage of the game. If you all think of any topics you would like my dumbass to cover, yeah, that's what yeah, I can't believe Carmack paid Dixon to be on there. It was like 7 super tips and $100 Rumble ramp. Yeah, from the parts that I saw and from what, just going by what Carmack said, he was blitzed out of his mind when he did all that. So like so it wasn't like he was like totally in control. It's not like if you were stealth right now was like, like no one's sending me $100 right now to come on a show, like, because we're all sober as a judge, right? But you make bad decisions when you get too blitzed out of your mind. I mean, I think we've all woken up next to someone that you went, oh my God, Jesus, I got to get the fuck out of here, and I got to make sure I have my driver's license and no evidence that I was ever in this place. So I think. I've been to lots of treatment, but I'm not in the mood today to talk about that stuff. I have to be in the right frame, or I'll blow the stories. And like I was talking about earlier, like I could tell stories right now, but I'm not in the frame of mind to do it. So you would get like 5 bullet points, wouldn't be very funny. And then that's it. The story's done. It's like you can't ever go back and Can't ever go back. Well, unless you're Perry Caravello, you can tell the 1990s 2 story 10,500,000 times because you're getting teased to death about it. But the ones I have aren't. They don't lend themselves to comedy very well. Wake up the next morning, call the credit card. Yeah, that would have been that might have been an option because oh god. No, I don't mean no, that's what I mean. I don't mean stories. I mean what's happened to me. Yeah, I got to be in the right frame or I'm not I'm going to leave out detail or go into too much detail about does anyone really care if I have a popcorn ceiling? Anyways, right, just stuck their hands in a socket. That's man, yeah. Okay. I'll tell you exactly what I did. In all honesty, it's like when I heard about uh that show, like after the fact, where he went on there, like I just clicked through it. And what I mean by that is like I like scrubbed through until I saw him come on the screen and I could tell they weren't just watching like, watching like a video of them like dunking on him or something. I could tell he was actually there. And I started right at the fuck you, Shmuel, shut the fuck up. And I was like, and I just kind of would play it a little bit and click around. So I didn't hear from that viewing that he paid to get on. I did know he sent in that super chat earlier, like one of them. I didn't know he sent like 7. But that was the information I know. And it really wasn't like all the stuff I clicked through because I got problems, guys. I can't explain it. I can't sit and watch a lot of stuff for like long periods of time unless it's stuff that's like super duper in my wheelhouse that I know isn't in everybody else's, like my fucking wrestling shit and my comic book movie shit. But like when I'm watching some of these streams, it's like if they do anything at all that takes me out of it, then if I stay watching it, I just start clicking through the video, just hoping that I'm just gonna like land on a landmine of something interesting again before I just like fuck this, I'm out. I'll wait for someone like Doom or whatever to record this, and they'll put in like it'll be like just the best parts, and that's what I kind of did. So I didn't know about all that money that he sent in, but yeah, I mean, unless he's saying he wants a refund. I mean, it was a donation, so I don't know. They were sniping him earlier. Yeah, I didn't see a lot of that. Okay, so as far as the show went, I'm reading the chat and like putting it in my own words. So it sounds to me like you were saying that they were going back and forth in the chats and stuff, probably like back and forth in the super chats. Then Taz said to charge him $100 to come on the show. And then I'm assuming right after that, that's when it was like, Karmic had been drinking and whatnot. And like it was like, this is a fucking great idea. I'm gonna send it. Oh damn, I wanna send it and I digress. $100 fucking goddamn dollars on Nick Nolte. And he did. And Pat gave him a life. It's called Personal Jesus. This shit is interesting though. If you can have like a few people talk about this nonsense going on, it is something else. You don't ever see Pats and Karmic as your I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, okay, let me ask you guys this, because I mean you all probably a lot you know a lot more about what's going on than me. Like did they patch up anything at all, or did it or did it still end like shitty? I did skip to the end, and it seemed like Carmack just said, "Ah, fuck this, I'm out of here," and he just like bounced out of there. So I couldn't tell if the way they ended that stream that they like calmed down a little bit on each other, or if they're still basically back to having like a little bit of a podcast war. Since there's only two. Yeah, I mean, I'll see if he ever wants to come on, but and I mean, I'm not expecting it right now. I think he's too busy right now, so I think he will, though. To be honest, I mean, me and him have always been chill and shit, and like on like Twitter messages and stuff. So I don't think he would ever like try to big dog me and be like, I'm not coming on your dumbass show. You don't know what the fuck you're doing at all, which I don't. So well, I don't know. Now, hey, Thompson, I'm going to need you to do the negotiating for me. So, I mean, let's see. If I go on the Amazon right now and I get the cheapest makeup I can to cover my face, I think I can do it for about $7.90. I mean, well, let's just start it at $7.99. Pay me to keep me pretty. Oh my god. Let me ask you, is this a hack idea? Because I'm not a comedian, so it can't be hacked. Or we'll just say it's a bad idea. Like, I guess Clowntown is kind of this already, but do you think there would be any interest in like a stream or whatever where we tried to have like just more of the chatters on here interacting with each other? I'm just trying to like I said, I can't copy anything that anyone else is doing because everybody else is doing it and doing it better, so I can't compete, but I can be different once I start figuring out what I'm going to do different. But we all have like different polarizing personalities and shit too. So like my stupid like comic book shit, like I know that don't fly with a lot of these grown-ups because they're like they're grown-ups. They they get fish out of the ocean for for 12 hours a day, or and they don't want to talk about fake wrestling. Just the same as like the most AIDS kryptonite on planet Earth to me is someone talking about football or baseball. So I get it. Like if I hear football or baseball get brought, I'm like, I can't get to my fucking mouse fast enough to hit that goddamn X and get the fuck out of there because I hate it so much. So I get it when people are like, you're talking about wrestling for 11 minutes. So I guess I need to figure out like what's some middle of the road bullshit that is interesting, because if it's not interesting to me, I can't maintain a conversation about it. Like I don't know anything about working on cars, just to give you that as an example. I'm fucking loony. I'll get his address and send him used underwear attaches her. BYB. I've heard of BYB, but I've never watched it. Let me, if just in your honest opinion, like if I tuned into a random episode of BYB, is it something that can like, from what you can pick up on my personality, is it going to hold my interest, or am I going to get kind of like spaced out and just like, I'm going to bounce? Yeah, no idea. Carmen drank that much. Last time I saw it, I logged off, deleted all my chats. I thought, Carmen drank. God damn, that sucks. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah. That's something else. So your chats are all gone unless they're like saved in like a replay. Or like, I don't know. Thanks for tuning into the second show where I read the chat and sometimes forget to read it out loud. So, okay, so for those of you that were there that night, and okay, A. Thompson, what you just wrote there, the first time where he got hammered and crying, was that the episode that I saw where he like first proclaimed his love for Taz? Is that what you're talking about, or is this some other show completely? Because that was like when I first stepped my toe back in, and I saw that, and I'm like, oh shit. Because like I said, I was real happy. I was like, oh shit, this dude, he always been cool with me, and now he's got a show. So I want to check in on it and support the dude, and I did, and I think like the first one, I think like the first one that I clicked on was that one that where he was like kind of talking about being in love with Taz or something. And I was like, oh shit, this ain't good. Oh no. Oh no, this is gonna get clipped. You don't want this clipped. you, you just don't. You want to forget this ever happened. This is something that should happen in a bar, and and once that night ends, everybody just agrees it didn't happen. You didn't say that shit. But there was like, I mean, from my recollection, there was about 100 live people watching, and then God knows how many after the fucking fact. Okay. Oof. No, you're right, man. All this slop does blend into one another. So when something new does happen, it's like gold. Like just hearing about that Ashley Cummings having a diarrhea dog. Oh, it's like finally something new, diarrhea dog. And that guy slept on the floor. Yeah, it don't. Well, all I can tell you is like here in the states, if you commit murder because you're out you're out drunk, you still go to prison. So it does not absolve you of jack shit or fuck. Onward facing diarrhea. I don't know if I told this story before. If fuck it, I'll tell it again later if this ever catches it. It's not a diarrhea dog story, but okay. So this is an exclusive to you loyal, dedicated assholes that came here today. So okay, so I hooked up with a girl one time, and we go back to her place, and she has a cat, and she's kind of a cat lady, but she didn't make such a big deal out of it that it was like a caricature or whatever of a cat lady or whatever. But the night progressed, and we go to the bedroom, right? Oh God! So we're going at it, and my feet are hanging off the fucking bed, right? That goddamn bitch's cat kept coming up to my big toe and biting my toe, and I was like, kick at the fucking cat. I'm like, you gotta get this goddamn thing out of here. She's like, yeah, yeah. It's fluffy. It's fun. It's like it's not fun. It's biting my goddamn toe while we're try to be romantic and tell each other we love one another with our fucking wet, sloppy genitals. So I mean, I guess it's better that at least the cat didn't diarrhea all over the room, and it kept biting my fucking toe, and I ended up just having that give up and get dressed because that stupid fucking cat, wherever you are, fuck you, you cock blocker. That cat bit my toe so bad that I had blood in my socks when I went home. Piece of shit. But yeah, that's what I need is like someone to talk to that will like spark these random ass stories out of my brain because I got a lot going on and a lot not going on at the same exact fucking time. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Canadian girl. Good to see you. I don't know what RDA as a cult means. I don't know if that's a Canada thing in your username or not. Well, thanks for liking the stream already. You I guess you tuned in about the best time. I've just been sitting here talking to myself with these other fine gentlemen about maybe I should do this and maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do this. Am I technically even able to do anything that I talk about right now? I don't fucking know. No, my feet. Maybe it smelled like cat food. I don't know, but maybe that's what I did. I don't know why that tickled me so much, but it did. It's a joke from another community. Harley, don't worry. But yeah, I know. I get into like what people's usernames mean and stuff like that. I like to create this. I'm going to say this a lot for those of you that end up watching me whenever I do these things. It's like anything that can help me create like a theater of the mind. Like that's why I like, because I just haven't seen it. RDA is a cult. Fuck you, RDA, you fucking cult. Or is it like a cult in a good way? I know you're probably going to say, no, don't think about it. It's just a goddamn username, motherfucker. But you know what? This is a very international stream if you think about it. We've got someone in the chat from Canada. We got someone in the cat. God damn, I'm thinking about that fucking cat and how it molested my big toe. We got someone in the chat from the Japan who's from the UK. And then we got A. Thompson, who is from parts unknown. And then, well, me, I'm in DFW. So we've got a very international chat going on tonight. Be sure to tell your friends about it and sound off in the comments. You know, you can always catch these great streams where I sit on a futon with my Harley Quinn doll on demand on the YouTube channel. Wait, what do you mean oil guy? You mean oil paint? Or you talking about oil like something else that's dirty and inappropriate? And I will have to mark this stream as not for people of all ages. I am starting off strong with this international presence. Well, I mean, I'm going to need a shift supervisor, A. Thompson. So if that is my real job, I'm going to need you to, come on and, help enforce some things here and there. Whatever that may be. Hell, I don't know. I just write the goddamn checks. I also wanted to interview people that seem to have their life together and just find out how you get through your day. Because I know every day is a new nightmare for me. Woo! Anyway, I really want to eat some pizza and play WWE 2K25 on my PlayStation 5. Are you busy tonight, Harley? What you got going on? No, I don't have shit going on. Like I was about to say, it's like what I'm about to do for the rest of the night, once I wrap up here, hopefully providing some sort of entertainment. Like, I don't know, is this entertaining? I don't know. I'm moving it around. Uh, I'm gonna eat some pizza and then I'm gonna play WWE 2K25. But I know this is the other kryptonite, right? Like, is it the worst thing ever? Like, if you go to watch something, you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna check out this guy's stream or whatever, and you click on it and they're playing a video game. Like, I know if that's the thing you're already into, but if you're not, oh, that's gotta be just as bad as like talking about sports, ain't it? Because sometimes I'm like, I can't even do that anyway because I can't multitask. So like that was something I wanted to bring up too. It's like I don't know how any of these assholes are like entertaining in the slightest when they're like trying to like play like a game and stuff and interact with the chat. Like I get super chats as they pop up and they're money and you're gonna want to interact with money, right? But like but like uh I don't even see how I would just sit here silently and I would just be clicking away. And it would be even worse because I don't have my goddamn glasses on, so I can't see shit. I mean, I can, but it's going to be like, it's not, I'm not going to be able to like pay attention. I don't know why I'm talking about this. I guess I'm just talking about how, like, even if I wanted to, you ain't gonna have to worry about me having a video game stream because it would just be WWE 2K25, and B, I wouldn't be interacting at all. I would just be sitting here in face paint going. And I'm sure that would be hell on earth. And well, then we could just we could just say sayonara to this experiment. At my DMs, Harley. Should I check them live on the air? Probably not, but I can't. The checking DM computer is what I'm pointing at right there. There's the MacBook Pro. Right here, what I'm checking the chat out in right now is the MacBook Air. Hey, let me ask you all this because I've always gotten along with Shmuel Buckman. Like, when I mean, what's is he heel or baby face as far as you guys know now? Because back when I kind of talked to him here and there, he was more or less a chatter like all of us. So is like I guess what I've been told is that his stream isn't very exciting or anything. He kind of covers like Dabbleverse news, or am I wrong? Like how would you describe his stream, his personality? Is he good guy, bad guy? Like, I'm just interested in hearing about these people. It gives me something to, think about because I got problems. Grandpa face. Up so you talk to women, don't be a car fan. All right, I'm gonna scroll back up. Still, goddamn it, I'm gonna scroll all the way back up. Read all of your chats starting from now. I didn't mean to miss anything. Please leave me alone. I didn't skip anything. He said go hang out in his boring chat. I've seen him pop up live randomly here and there, and I would send in something just to send in because I mean like I'm finding out right now, and thank you assholes for being in here with me. Like I know how it is. It's like I already knew starting this. Like even if I have goodwill of some people, like that whole that sales thing, like I've got plenty of followers, right? Like I'm and they're not. I mean, there's going to be some bots in there, but there really isn't any because I'm pretty militant about like getting rid of the protecting Elon Musk's online security is my number one priority. I'm following you today because blah blah blah. I'm pretty militant about getting rid of those people because they just clog me up or whatever. So I would say I have about, if I got 760 right now, I got 7 40 real people, but you can kind of scroll through them like, I'm pretty hateful, especially late at night, and that's part of my problems. I think I have sundowners, like, um, but I've got a lot of people that follow me for like political stuff and like the just like meme lord things, but they don't interact with me on this shit at all. Like some of the, I'm not bragging or whatever, but I'm one of the lucky ones that is followed by John Cena, but he follows a million people, so that doesn't really mean anything. But some of those bigger accounts, but they're not going to check this stuff out. So it turns into that like math thing that I was saying earlier. It's like if you have like 700 people that follow you on Twitter and you do a show, then 70 of them will tune in, 10 of them will interact, yada yada. So whenever I see like one of these other shows that one of these other dickheads do, as long as I'm okay with them, I like to pop in and like say some shit in the chat before I, like I tend to do. I just check out and go off on my merry way. So I'm happy that I got to experience this today, just kind of see how that math works. You have X amount of followers, and then yay, some people pop in and say hello and whatnot. I'm gonna look at the chat again, I swear. And I need to, like you said earlier, I need to figure out how to put the fucking chats on the screen, because I'm sure I'm getting a little bit of a pass right now from anyone that's like watching, where I'm talking to that computer, but I'm going to have to pin down and look at this one. But that's probably not going to fly for too much longer. We are Harley. Oh, Canadian girl. I think you just accidentally invented a word. That's how my brain works. You said we are Harley assholes. So we are hassholes. Are har souls, har holes. We're whore holes. That's so fucking mean but funny. He's live right now. Get on his show eventually. It's low level slop. Yeah, just play games linear. You'll get the hours. Yeah, what times is that? If you don't have much, just revert to a game whenever it lulls. Oh, that's funny. That's just a funny way of saying it, man. You got my funny bone with that one. We better hit the chatters. The pink suck these comedians. I'm gonna shit on Schmuler. Good work, Harley. Thanks, Stealth. I think you're about out of here. I'll be wrapping up in a minute, guys. But so even if I stay on a little extra Stealth, you've always got the Memorex. You can come back and watch the rest of the stream. You son of a bitch, when you're not accusing me of clout chasing, you bastard. Well, Stealth, I thought you had that hot girlfriend. It's that girl you always take pictures of from like Japan and stuff, where you put like the black over her eyes. Ain't that your girlfriend? I thought that was your girlfriend, but I don't know. It's my kink. You don't want to know my kinks. I think my kinks will get us through. Well, they'll get us all thrown off the air. He pulls tins from like the way he talks. He said, "See, this is where putting the chats up on the screen and would probably help me." Harley holes. Let's see. Yeah, we can workshop that. Is it Harley holes, Hass holes, something with some alliteration? Then, like, like fast forwarding into the future, right? Like, this is like what I like to just dream about. Like, some of you might do this too, or you buy the lottery ticket and you're like, realistically, you're probably, you're not going to win, but someone's got to. And you just have the fantasy of like the future, right? Like, what am I going to do when I hit the lottery, and, the vacations and stuff. It's like the simple, uh, uh, the simple like things that I was thinking of is like, if this takes off as like merchandise, but then the fantasy goes dark, because then I imagine getting a legal like letter in the mail from DC Comics, like, you stop using that fucking name, you motherfucker. You're not gonna sell any merchandise with that goddamn name. And then I'm gonna have to do like a sound alike name, which I already claimed by being Harlequin. So I could be Dr. Harlequin if I wanted to. But that's just dumb shit that, I just talking out loud because no one else does. So I just wanted to workshop some bullshit. Harley holes. What could be in the hole? Well, I kind of walked into that joke. It was a better person than me needs to finish that sentence. Harley ass. Oh, the other thing I want to do. Oh, okay. So when all you assholes come on my show, all of you, and I know all of you in the chat will eventually come on the show. You have to show me your fit. That was one of my ideas, to be different. And it's when I have guests, that's a requirement. See, like today, my fit is a Harley Quinn shirt that I got from the Hot Topic, and my Batman leggings, and my bare feet for the perverts, and my arm things, and my gloves. So when I have someone come on to my stream, I want them to stand up and show me their fit for the day. And the worse the better, because I'm fully expecting everybody that comes on to be like, well, these are my dad jeans, and this is my champion shirt that I keep tucked into my dad jeans with my thin leather belt. And that's what I want to see. I want to see just dumb stuff like that. I want to know someone's fit for the day, just because it makes people very uncomfortable, and that's the sort of stuff that makes me very happy. Conflict doesn't so much make me make me happy, but seeing people get queasy and uncomfortable, oh, I live for that. So any ideas to help me with that it would benefit me, my brain socially. Cooking, just need Harley has cooking. You think he puts iced tea in the crown ball now? It's going down kind of easy now, right? I mean, just from what I saw, I mean, that's not a bad theory. Tea in the Crown Royal. I mean, unless you've got the craziest tolerance known to man, like my dad, for example, like he could down like a bottle of the worst vodka known to man. Like, have any of you all ever had like Vladimir or Pom Pom? It's like the $5 vodka. Like, so like my dad was in the fucking war and a bunch of other shit. So like when I talk about my problems, I'm embarrassed because my dad was a fucking man and he's seen some shit. But like he could drink like half a bottle, full bottle of vodka, get tore up, and then the next day he's just like that. So I know some people, they just seem to have like a magic liver. I just call it a magic liver, and they live a long time. They don't die from it, anything like that. But someone like my dumb ass, if I drink too much, that's it for me. Like my whole next day, it's like worse than any sitcom that you've ever seen. It's a blinding headache and can't focus on anything. my stomach will actually get distended. Like, I don't, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you don't want to fucking know. But it's like, like when you're like someone being a dickhead and they do pregnant belly. Like if I drink too much, yeah, I get pregnant belly, and I'm a pretty, I'm not like in shape with hot muscles, but I'm pretty average to thin. I think I would be described as. Um, but yeah, I'll have all sorts of problems. Won't be able to stand very long. Have to sit fucking back down. So drinking is not for me. But once in a while, I mean, I do like to have a few drinks, but I have to keep it very reasonable. I cannot get blitz drunk like I could as a teenager anymore. But yeah, but I mean, Carmen could be like my dad, and my dad, could put it away, and the next day was no big deal. So there are people out there like that can drink like a motherfucker. But that fucking Crown is expensive, ain't it? In that big ass bottle he got, like I know down here at Total Wine and More, it's like $40 or more for that size. And so I mean that shit's expensive anyway. I'm not in. I'm into my feet. How dare you? Look like my feet. Now you're all into my feet. Did you all see my tattoo? So I don't feel like ending yet. I don't know why. I'm having fun. That's what I wanted to do. This is talk to people or whatever. But like, so it's not like a whole gimmick. It's like I have like Harley Quinn tattoo right there. So I can't zoom in or anything, but you can see it. And that's how I got it, was making a tattoo machine out of a I made a tattoo machine out of what do you call it? Electric toothbrush, and I gave myself a violent infection. Did you all see that when I talked about it last week? I know I talked about it because I was like blowing through a bunch of stories like, God damn it, I should have saved that one. I just keep going. You need the fucking hour. Yeah, you're right. But like, yeah, like going back to like the drinking things. Like, I don't know. I guess he could. He might have that magic liver, like I do, but that shit ain't cheap. And like right now, I mean, because we're all talking rumor and innuendo and stuff. I mean, unless he's got like a side hustle or something like that. I guess his income coming in right now is his appearances on MLC and like what he's getting from his own stream and stuff. So, and I believe what he said, and I don't think this is rumor and innuendo because still talked about it a minute ago, is what he did with like his 401k. I guess to pay off his house. So I don't imagine, it doesn't sound to me like he has a ton of bills to like go out. But he definitely has to have, more coming in. And Crown seems like an unusual choice to be your drink of choice if you're like not killing it, unless you just have like no bills at all other than like electric or whatever. So I don't know, but that's me being practical because that's one of I guess the real life things about me. It's like I'm Johnny Practical. I don't buy the fancy hot pockets. I get the great value hot pockets. God damn, yeah, you're right. Yeah, like, have you drank that $5 vodka? Hey, Thompson, or anyone in the chat. It's yeah, you if I don't shit. I don't, and Canadian Girl, I don't even know if they would have it up there, but like, yeah, Pompov and Vladimir, it's like $5 here in the States. It is so awful. It is awful. You cannot drink it straight. If you can drink it straight, you had like some like you had a tragedy or something. That day, and you're just like, I've got to get blackout fucking drunk as fast as fucking possible. Or you had sex with a hooker without a rubber and you need to pour it on your dick so you don't get a disease. And that cures all disease. Just remember that. Alcohol poured on your dick, no disease. But But yeah, it's the worst shit on the planet. But I mean, you can kill anything if you mix it with Monster. Hopefully, Monster doesn't have a dead mouse in it. Drank Japanese codeine cough syrup. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Then I mean, okay, all right. So when that first happened to me, I was like, what? Did I fuck my body up? Did I fuck my body up bad? Am I going to have to call 911? I was like, oh my God, what I do to myself? I'm never going to drink like that again. I swear, just let me get through the day. And everything was like I wanted to eat, but when I did eat, I got heart palpitations from eating. So it was like everything went. I was like, there's only other than the heat of the moment of drinking and whatever you like to do when you drink. Me, that's when I like to put on headphones and listen to music. That's me. Nothing else. I don't have a ton of fun interacting with people drunk because it's hard enough for me to talk anyway. I gotta be in makeup to even do it. And so I start slurring my words and stuff, and then I get self conscious about it, and then that's all downhill. And like flirting with girls, but you realize that you're just slurring your words and making an ass out of yourself. So then you get self conscious about that, and you don't want to do that either. So listening to music about it. So there's nights where I'd end up listening to 10 hours of random shit, and the shit like I'm gonna have to look up that Stealth sent me earlier. Like, I mean, it's fun for me, and I can't do anything else. I can't play games and do it because I can't concentrate. I'm a mess, guys. I don't know. This must be be very interesting to see a mess like this live on the air. But yeah, that distended belly shit. I thought I fucked myself up past. Like I'm dying. I'm gonna go urgent care, and they're gonna be like, you have a hole in your liver, and it's just leaking into your body. You've got minutes to live. You've done fucked up. But yeah, so that's what happened to me, and that was one of the things. Like, okay, so if I do drink from now on, it's gonna have to be stuff that's like easy, like that doesn't get you sick, like Bloody Marys. Like for me, Bloody Marys is like, if I'm going to drink anything, it's that because, the mixture of the tomato juice and blah, 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 usually don't get as hung over from, the, professional here, but the nutrients of the tomato juice. And then I just got to like keep it measured. Like I'm not going to drink all night. I'm going to drink until I feel tired, and then I'm going to go to fucking bed. That's it. Me talking about drinking. I don't know where I was going with that. I just thought the distended belly thing was interesting. I wasn't for sure if it was like one of those things that like only happened to me because I really fucked myself up. So still, you made me feel better by admitting your fly baby belly problem too. But yeah, I guess I just yeah, prison rule. You got the crown cities. Yeah, Ooh, you guys know it's 4 OK to make this. Brown liquor goes well with white people usually, and white with black people. Yeah. Used to have that Hong Thong at 7-Eleven. No, what the fuck is Hong Thong? But yeah, Harley, I think you're my spirit animal. Thank you so much, Canadian girl. That means I hit your lips and it's instantly cold. It's like cheap hand sanitizer. There's a Japanese drink. It's plum wine. It's really sweet though. Need to put that over ice. Yeah, if you think about it, send me what that is. If it's worth checking out. I just drinking like Carmex does. That's a young man's game. So, Hong Thong is like the vodka you are talking about. God, what an awful name, too. I mean, it's a great name, and that's what also makes it awful, too. Yeah. I don't think I am. I'd be interested to know what whoever's remaining in the chat. It's like, are you sad drunk? It's not me. Like for me, like if I drink a little, then I can be fun to be around with other people. But more than just like a shot, then I really don't want to be around people because, like I was saying a minute ago, I start slurring and shit, and I get like self conscious. But like I don't get sad. I don't get sad or anything like that. I'm not like thinking of the past or anything. I got some kind of funny stories I'll save for another time. Remind me to when I got more energy, I guess you could say. Remind me to like tell some like, well, I shouldn't have done that while I was drunk stories. Oh no! No! I'm not gonna cry on the stream. That's not gonna fucking happen. No matter what. No matter fucking what. Because like we say, it's like I am well aware. I am in makeup, and I am well aware that what is on the internet is on the internet forever. There's always someone that'll save something, but no, breaking down into tears and why am I alone? I'm a good guy. That's not my personality anyway. I know I'm just gonna get hit by a bus one day. Like somehow a bus is gonna be like like some kind of an aircraft and just get launched and like busts through this goddamn place and takes me out. So what's there to be sad about then? Don't get drunk and fall in love with Taz. Well, I mean, we can hope, but yeah. What's the email address and call in number? I don't have one yet. Did you ever see the video of me Carmen call? No. Okay, is there? Okay, you said. Yeah, that's what I don't get too. It's like I don't understand why Taz of all people, because Taz doesn't. I don't think has ever even like in a funny way flirted with somebody. It's on Reddit. Okay, so there's a specific video. If I'm understanding what you're saying, there's a specific video that is possibly the ground zero video of like like when the heart started flying out of like Karmic's eyes and was like, I'm in love or something like that. But yeah, it's like, well, guys, I think it's the short. Oh, that I know what you're talking about. The one where she's on like the fucking treadmill. Like, if it's what I'm thinking of, it's like she's just like kind of, and her head's cut off. So like if you just like clicked on the video, you wouldn't know what you're watching. You just think you're watching some random person on a treadmill. Just I think I know what you're talking. Yep, that's it. Okay, holy shit, that is fucking funny. Oh my god. Oh my god. You see, when I saw that, I want to say I saw that live back in the day when I was sending it super tips a lot of times. And I think that time I clicked on and I saw that, I thought it was just Pat playing something completely random by some random on the internet just because he's like, I just found a video of some broad on a treadmill to just have in the background here. So that's all I thought it was at first. And it was probably, again, one of them shows where I didn't pay attention to it very much. Yeah, she's very nice, but like, I don't think. I think we would all be barking up the wrong tree. But cheek magic. I'm not reading what you said out loud, Thompson, but it was funny. It's so random, though. It's like it is random. It would be like right now. It was like Ashley Cummings. I saw you on MLC. I'm in love with you. Once I heard about your diarrhea dog, I just knew me and you we have a chance together. You know. So please, if you're out there, I mean, just get. I'm a nice guy. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. I will be a great pet dad to your diarrhea squirting dog. I don't know, man. That's so random. Falling in love with people randomly on the internet is kind of weird. Anyway, I get it. You like see someone that like ticks all your horny boxes, but but falling in love with people randomly on the internet, nah, I don't get that too much. uh, yeah, I don't think Canadian girl. I don't think Ashley Cummings is gonna like. So so you're saying there's a clown out there that just started a stream and he's in love with me and wants to be a dog dad and well of course send me the link. That would be the most random thing ever. Because, like, well, you know what is kind of interesting to talk about? Like, for whatever reason, I know, again, it's kind of like being followed by John Cena. I did Jake Hudson one time, and and he like randomly gave me the wrench. So like every now and then I try to be nice and just go to the stream and say hello. And the last one I was on, it's like that Ashley Cummings girl was there, but there was only 7 people watching, and I was like, I thought she wanted paid to be on any of these shows. And there's no way Jake's paying shit. I really might have a chance with Ashley. It would be the fun. Okay, now think about it. Again, I like to talk about like, what if this is the random universe? You don't know. Like in some universe, all of us like bought the lottery ticket and hit the lottery and lived happily ever after as millionaires. But unfortunately, us dickheads right now, we're in this universe where we're all, well, we're doing what we're doing, but we ain't fucking millionaires. Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. I don't want to get too far into it, but I worked for a consulting group specializing in moving foreign factories in America since 2005. Moved a few in the Mississippi. It was all part. Man, that's a coincidence. That's a small world right there. Um, you're familiar with the corporate mindset, the albatross of middle management. Damn, that's fucking funny. Yeah, that was funny too. It's like I guess I'm sidebarring from what I was talking about a second ago. It's like the first time Karmic that I saw like clicking around where people were like, where someone said Karmic talked about on one show about how he got let go from that company or whatever, and the link that someone sent me was the one where he was kind of, well, you could tell he was drinking. He was just saying some of that word salad. So it's like, well, that didn't work out because I wouldn't congregate to the Alma gate to the insinuate of the corporate mindset. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And then when I was on the show with him a couple of weeks ago, he just says like, I forgot to set my alarm. I got a new phone. Forgot to set my alarm. And they were like, so I guess that's what we find out about, like what, not like bending a knee to the corporate mindset. Sometimes that just means you forgot to set your alarm. Gotta set your alarm, guys. You own these factories like that, you see that problem. Yeah, fucking bet. God damn, I bet fucking anything too. But yeah. But back to Canadian girl, it's like, what if this is the random universe where it's like Canadian girl goes, "Hey, Ashley Cummings, randomly, check out this guy's stream. He's got a whole different mess of mental issues. You might like him." And she clicks on it, and then like one of those like popular love songs starts playing. It's like, I'm in love with this random guy that calls himself Dr. Harley Quinn, but he dresses like the Joker. None of this makes sense, and he's in the Dabbleverse. What the fuck is going on? And he's just sort of sitting there talking to himself. Well, you wanted to see the shit that I drew in the bathroom stalls of that company. That's a lost art form. You don't see that anymore, though. If you do have to go into a goddamn public restroom, you don't see where someone will like take the time with a marker that draw like, some guy violently butt fucking someone else to like ruin your trip to the restroom. You have to see this crude caveman art in front of you while you're trying to take a violent piss. Anyway, okay, speaking of violent pissing, I'm coming up on the 8 o'clock Central hour where I'm at. I'd like to know where are you all at? Are you all Central or, but I think I'm going to be having to end it now because, I've been drinking not vodka or anything. I've been drinking coffee and it's about to hurt me. I'm going to get one more. You're in Bangkok, Tom. That sounds like oh my fucking God. Well, thank you for randomly spending this time with me at 8 a.m. I won't. Well, that would be something else if I started crying because you're in Bangkok, Tom. It was like, why did that trigger this weirdo? This doesn't make any sense. But tell your friends. You get to see someone that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. Talk to the free chat. And, hopefully we can figure something out to be entertaining. But remember, when you all come on here, I don't care if you're in Bangkok, Tom. Oh, you're on your way to work. Goddamn, please don't wreck your car. I have a feeling you mean you're probably on a subway or something. What about you, Canada girl? Are you in Central Time or what time are you? Oh, traffic. Gotcha. Yeah, just don't. Jesus Christ, don't wreck your fucking car on my behalf. I remember I used to text and drive with a flip phone. So, and if you remember, that's when you had to like hit like the one button like 4 times to get to the letter you wanted to do. It was back when texting and all that shit was brand new. It's a wonder I did not, Eastern Central. Okay, so you're an hour ahead. All right, cool. Yeah, it's 8 here, and I've been chugging this coffee, and I know you said to check my DMs, and I will check my DMs. So hopefully you're sending me like a lot of money and pornography, lots of it. I mean, the more the better, and I won't tell anyone. Well, I'll tell everyone on the stream, of course. I mean, I gotta have content, So, but or maybe I won't. Depends. So if you send me money, I won't tell anyone. If you send me more money, as like, shh. But yeah, well, oh no, of course. Yeah, give me a minute to run to the restroom after I end this, and if you're doing a fucking shit, it's not your DM, sis. I got you, bud. Yeah. But yeah, we'll hang out. I'll try to figure it out. If I can't figure it out, fuck it, man. We'll just have to figure it out some other day. I know you're not wanting to hang out on the stream, but like and I don't even know how to send a link anyway because I'm fucking hopeless. At least right now, which will be funny to look back later on and be like, I didn't even know how to send a link back in the day. Cool. All right, I'll see what all's going on, and I'll try to figure it out. And A. Thompson, I gotta get monetized. I can pay on YouTube with the weird True Wallet. I'm assuming you're saying you can't pay on YouTube with the weird True Wallet we have. Oh, okay. Yeah. Only thing I have right now is Venmo. So if I don't know, I mean, I'm not. If you wanted to, I put it in the description thing. It's where I wrote, in the description, I talk to myself and everything is stupid. Venmo me at Harley Quinn 141 so I can buy more makeup. But yeah, I think you might be saying it's like you can't, you'd like to, but you can't do shit, and that's totally fucking fun. That's if I ever get a donation from you, I'll cherish it always, and if I don't, I just have fun talking to you in the chat. Either way, I don't want anyone to think that I have any aspirations of getting rich from this shit. But god damn, if I did, this is like, to me, this is the first show, because the one I did the other day, and I don't know if you all were watching it like last week or whatever, I didn't know how to pull up the chat. So I was literally talking to myself. Okay, Canada Girl, before I end this, okay, this is the question, because this is how hopeless I am. Is this something that you can send me a link and I click the link and then I'm magically on the screen with you? Or is it something else? Like, oh, you have to download program ABC XYZ. So if you can answer that, if it's something as simple as me clicking a link, then I can probably, I can do that. I've got a mouse and I do like this, and I hit the left click, and then I appear on the screen. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, give me a few, and I appreciate you guys just hanging out and talk to me. It's nice to like talk to like text on the internet as opposed to sitting here and talking to yourself. So if A. Thompson is still listening, please, if you're driving, don't look at your phone or whatever. Just know that I'm giving you the big thank you for hanging out. And then, well, I guess we'll figure it out. Like, maybe I can do more of these. I don't know. I don't want people, because you all are nice, and I don't want people to feel obligated. It's like, oh, goddamn, I got to watch this shitty show. Oh, I obligated myself to watch him sit on his goddamn futon and babble to himself. So, send you. Oh, okay. You sent me pornography in the email and money. Take it easy, A. Thompson and Canada Girl. I'll talk to you here in a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and wave bye to you all and any lurkers, if there are any, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.